was a wonderful time to be in Japan since the weather was warming up and cherry blossoms were in bloom. Japan is known so much for their fish that I had to visit the famous Tsukiji fish market in Tokyo. It reminded me a lot of Chinatown and I just had to try their sushi. The sashimi literally melts in your mouth. The best sushi that I've ever had in my life. Next to Harajuku is Shibuya. There's an insane four-way crosswalk there. I didn't think that it was such a big deal until I took a look for myself. It was so busy and there were hundreds of people. When the crossing lights went on, it was so much fun to just stand and watch people scramble across the street. I wanted to get away from the city and decided to head down to Mount Fuji. It took a while since there were several trains that I had to catch. I experienced my first onsen or hot water bath. It was a very interesting experience since that onsen required everyone to be naked, but nonetheless, it was a very relaxing one. After Mount Fuji, I went to Kyoto. Kyoto's Golden Pavilion was the prettiest shrine that I've seen on this trip. However, I also went into Kyoto's Osaka shrine at night. As soon as we walked in, there were food vendors throughout the grounds. I was also able to sit under the stars and cherry blossoms while enjoying a wonderful meal. Another highlight in Kyoto was spotting several geishas. It is very rare to see them since many of them try their best not to be seen. But some people think they look scary. However, I thought they looked so beautiful and poised. Also in Kyoto, I hiked the Iwatsuyama mountain and fed several Japanese macaque monkeys. The baby monkeys were obviously my favorite, and what amazed me was how polite the monkeys were when they grabbed the food from my fingers. I kind of wish I could have taken a monkey home with me. Osaka helped end my trip on a wonderful note. I met up with an old friend Johnson who's an English teacher there. He showed me around Osaka and there's no better way to be toured than by a local. He taught me how to pray properly at the shrines and even brought me to eat kuashige at restaurant Shinobu. The great thing about this meal was that we were not able to choose what was served to us. The chef kindly prepares and chooses the items for you. It was a great experience, an experience I probably would never forget, and it was the best meal on my entire trip. A must-see in Osaka is the Osaka Castle Park. To me, seeing the castle is great, but roaming around the grounds is just breathtaking. There are over 5,000 cherry blossom trees there, shrines, a big area for kids to play. There are also flower vendors, and what I liked most are the rotating gardens. There are gardens that bear different fruits throughout the year, so you'll be able to see the different fruits that come into season. The Sockocram is one of the biggest oceanariums in Asia and is well worth your money. When I was there, I thought to myself, when will this tour end? I was able to see my first whale shark and I also touched my very first shark and stingray. Touching the shark felt like sandpaper, and touching the stingray felt kind of like silk underwater. More on food. I ate like a fat girl on a mission on this trip. I ate non-stop and I ate when I wasn't even hungry just so I could try food out. I ate delicious bentos as well as wonderful and cute desserts. My friend told me that if I tried Italian food in Japan that I wouldn't be disappointed. And in Kyoto, I had the best tomato cream pasta that I've ever had in my life. This trip was truly a fun and delicious one, and it is certainly going down in the books as one of the best. I want to go back again one day so that I can experience more of the wonderful things that Japan has to offer.